Before I start this presentation, let me ask you a simple question. What is the best way to learn a new skill? Whether it is writing or riding a bicycle or driving a car or maybe baking some new dish. Let's talk about baking some new dish. You want to learn preparing, let's say, chapati for this example. You don't know how to prepare chapatis and you want to learn it. What would you do? So you may go to the kitchen and you do it yourself. All right, that's one way. You use trial and error, and with passage of time, you probably end up making good chapatis. Right. The second way could be where you just follow the master. There's already somebody there in the kitchen making chapatis. You just sit beside him or her and start making the chapatis without thinking too much. You just copy the person, right? That's why it is sometimes said good artists copy, great artists steal. Now, steal might not be the right word, but great artists learn. Learn from whom? Learn from masters. Now, let's use the same analogy for learning essays. How would you develop the skill of writing good essays? What about using some good samples and simply rewriting those samples? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. See, generally, what people or what IELTS trainers generally ask you to do is, okay, this is the topic, write an essay on it. Why should you write an essay? Why should you not rewrite a few essays first? As a trainer, if I give you a path, a guided path of some prepared essays and you rewrite those essays, you get to learn a lot of things. Most importantly, you get to learn most important phrases. Now, this is the point. This is the topic of our discussion. How can learning phrases make all the difference? And what should you do? So there are phrases for introduction, body, conclusion, phrases to expand an idea, phrases to give examples, phrases for transition, and so on. And these phrases can best be learned by using an example. So if there is an essay and you see that this is how a phrase is used, it will get fixed in your mind. There will be longer retention and it will be easy for you to learn that phrase because context makes it easy for you to remember the content, right? You have a context of the essay, so you would learn the content of the phrases and you would be able to use those phrases very easily. So I've just listed a few phrases here related to introduction, body, conclusion. Let me just read a few of them. Like, for example, in introduction, if the context is that you're comparing the advantages and disadvantages of some two options, you can say there are contrasting views about the best way to teach children. There are contrasting views about living in a big city or a small city. There are contrasting views about learning at school or joining a college. There are contrasting views about anything, about doing yoga or going to a gym. Okay, so whatever the topic, you can use this phrase. There are contrasting views about whenever there is a comparison for those kind of essays where you have to discuss both views. In this essay, I'll discuss both views and support the view that, yeah, so you can use this phrase and pay attention to that comma before end because it's not two related things, they are two unrelated things, and that's why you are using this punctuation to separate true ideas. So when you learn phrases and when you learn from some prepared essays, it becomes very easy for you to learn grammar as well as vocabulary. You don't have to learn them separately, and you have got the whole essay. Let's take some examples quickly. So here I've written some essays, and I will take the first example. I will give you a link to download this particular document. So you can download the whole document where I've explained what is a phrase, what is a clause, and so on. And this is the example I want to discuss. Just read the topic first. You can take a minute to read the topic on your own. It says some parents prefer sending their children to school, others prefer homeschooling. Discuss both views and give your preference. So it is asking, discuss both views and give your ideas or give your preference. So this is like a discussion essay. Pretty much the structure would be in first paragraph, you'll talk about one aspect. Let's say in this case, it is about sending to school. And then in the second paragraph, you'll talk about the other aspect, which is about homeschooling. And then you will give your conclusion. Now look at this. I have highlighted a few phrases here, and we'll quickly read it together to see how these phrases can be used in any situation. Look at this. There are unique advantages. Now, this is a beautiful phrase when you want to say that there are unique advantages about something. There are unique advantages of attending a school and homeschooling. So homeschooling is actually a term which is invented here, or which is used in this particular essay. Otherwise, there's nothing like home and schooling. It's a new life fad or new world's fad that some children study at school at home, and that is called as homeschooling. This essay will explore both the options and argue in favor of. Now see, these are the phrases which you can use in number of essays and argue in favor of, or there are unique advantages. There's a little disturbance outside, I'm sorry. There are understandable reasons. Now I'll actually pause this and you can just read it for the time being. So this will give you a chance to know what exactly is this essay all about, and read the portions in the highlighted phrases. Great. So I hope you have read it. In case you haven't, just pause the video, go through the whole essay once. You'll find a number of highlighted phrases. So these phrases actually help you to draft your thoughts in an easy way. Look at this. Like, this is a phrase to transition from one idea to the other. On the flip side, homeschooling is emerging as a preferred choice, in the modern times because of its benefits. So these kind of phrases can actually help you to draft your thoughts in an easy way. You can pause it, go through these essays, and the next stage would be where you make some sentences using these phrases. What you can actually do is you can write another essay on a new topic. It's a similar topic. Look at this. This is a topic, and I want you to read this topic. Use the same phrases given in the essay and rewrite your essay using those phrases. So this will be a good exercise, and I'll also be giving you a sample answer for this new topic. So this will give you a chance to use the phrases that you learn. And of course, as I said, learning the phrases can actually help you draft an essay on any topic. All the best to you.